Hello everyone, and welcome to the Influencer Barbie channel. We have Miss Barbie Roberts, and I am Barbie's assistant. My name is Beverly, and I am an adult Barbie enthusiast. Welcome to our Barbieverse. We create content for people who love all things Barbie as much as we do. Now here in the Barbie studio today, we have two new friends for Barbie. These are dolls from the Fashionistas collection. We have Fashionista 238, and here she is right there in the box. And we also have a newer Fashionista who is 243. So here's our other doll there, 238. And here's 243 on the sides of the box. So let's go ahead and get these two young ladies out of their boxes and we'll take a look at them. And as a reminder, always be sure to have adult supervision when using sharp objects. These Fashionistas tend to be held in place by a plastic hook tab at the top. But we'll just cut that off, and then we can slide her out of her box. And we'll go ahead and cut her loose from these elastic bands. And of course she seems to be held in place by two prongs in the back of her head. And I know I complain about this a lot, but I do wish that Mattel would figure out a better way of holding the dolls in place. Alrighty, and here's the back of her box. So, this doll here, she has light pink hair, a bit of box hair going on, and she has brown eyes, pink lips, and you can see her teeth. She does look a little bit shiny and pixelated, and she does not have pierced ears. She does have this little barrette here holding her hair in place. It's held in place with some plastic, but it looks like we can remove that plastic, and then if we wanted to remove her barrette, then we could restyle her hair or allow one of Barbie's other friends to wear that hair accessory. Now she has the basic 5 points of articulation. So she has movement at the head, the shoulder, and at the hip. But she does not have movement at the upper arm, elbow, wrist, torso, upper thigh, knee, or ankle, the way a made-to-move doll would. And she's wearing this cute little pink dress. It velcros in back, and it has clear plastic straps. It has this sort of flower applique in front. It seems to be only tacked in place in 3 spots, here, here, and here. So if you wanted to, you could probably carefully remove that with a seam ripper and then have the dress just be plain. It does look like it's a pretty nicely made dress. There's a little bit of a slight empire waist. Her waist is actually a little bit lower down. It is rather short. And she does wear these cute pink shoes. I believe I have the same style of shoe in white and black and maybe purple as well. So, hey, we always enjoy getting as many different styles of shoes as we can for the Barbie wardrobe. But she is a pretty doll. I like her hair. It's a cute color of pink. And it does have some different shades of pink and maybe some white in there to give it a little bit more of a slightly more natural color. So she will be a nice addition to our Barbie collection. I just noticed that her hips do seem a tiny bit loose. So we are going to carefully set her here. And we'll take a look at our next doll, Fashionista 243. We'll get her out of the box as well. And I was just noticing the side of the box here where it says doll is 55% ISCC certified plastic. So that is nice to know that Mattel is still looking at being a bit more environmentally friendly with the different toys that they develop. There we go. And we'll go ahead and cut her loose as well. And in my opinion, it's really not necessary to have all these elastic bands to hold the doll's hair in place, because I wonder, even if the box were to be dropped, would it really disturb their hair all that much? And she is also held in place by 2 prongs in the back of her head. maybe if we just had some elastic bands holding around the doll's waist, maybe her feet, I would think that would be plenty. And here is the back of her box. We have the same Barbie bee logo going on, but with slightly different mix of ombre colors here. And we'll take a look at her. She also has a bit of box hair going on. Feels like it might have a tiny bit of product in here. And she has blonde hair, blue eyes, pink lips, and she does not have pierced ears. And she is also a little bit shiny and pixelated, but neither of these dolls is so bad that you would absolutely say not to buy them because of really horrendous shininess or pixelation. And, oh, her hips are also very loose. That's interesting. I've never seen that before, especially with brand new dolls. She also has the basic 5 points of articulation: movement at the head, shoulder, and hip, but not at the upper arm, elbow, wrist, torso, upper thigh, knee, or ankle. And one of the reasons why I wanted to get this doll is, first of all, I liked this cute little outfit that she's wearing. It is pink and maybe lavender and light blue. And she has a top that is kind of made to look a little bit like a vest in front. And it velcros in back. And she wears an A-line skirt from the same pattern. It also velcros in back. It's a little bit loose fitting on her. I think this would look really good with just the skirt and a different top. It'd be a nice sort of plaid skirt. And they do seem to have actually gotten this pattern nicely lined up so it's not crazy wonky going across the skirt here or the vest. And she wears a cast that is removable. Let's see if we can slide that off. It does slit here on the side, kind of the way that Barbie's shoes are often designed. So a little bit of shimming to get that off. And we can see that her friends have been decorating her cast. Now the question is, can we get that back on without damaging her hand? It is nice and flexible. One thing to be careful of when you're dressing your dolls or changing out their accessories, the clothes, especially with long sleeve shirts or jackets, can often get caught on Barbie's fingers. And from what I've heard, a lot of vintage Barbies often have damaged or missing thumbs and fingers just because they've been well loved and dressed in different outfits over the time. And I really like these loafers that she's wearing. They're pink and they look like they have a little chain style buckle decoration here in front. And they've got big chunky soles. The soles are textured and they have a Barbie bee logo on them. So they have a nice Vibram style sole on them. But it's always nice to get new types of flats with our Barbie shoes to add to our Barbie wardrobe. And Miss Barbie here has already expressed an interest in borrowing clothes and shoes from both of her new friends. So these are both cute new dolls to add to our collection of Fashionistas. We've looked at some of the other Fashionistas in some previous videos, and I'll put links to those throughout our video here so that you can take a look at those videos. And let us know in the comments which of the Fashionista dolls that we've looked at in our previous videos you have enjoyed the most. And one thing I'm curious about is, does anyone else pick up dolls just because you like the clothes and accessories? I know I do. When I saw these loafers there, I thought, I don't even care what the doll looks like, I have to get those loafers because they're pink and they are so cute and will make a nice addition to the Barbie wardrobe. So let us know which Fashionista dolls you've picked up in the past, and if there are any of the Fashionista dolls that we haven't looked at so far that you would like to see us unbox, then also let us know that in the comments. Well, thank you very much for watching, and please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and be sure to ring the notification bell to be part of our Barbieverse. It really does help our channel to grow, and once we hit some subscriber milestones, we plan to have some fun giveaways. And if you would like a chance of getting a shout out in an upcoming video, just comment below with the hashtag InfluencerBarbie. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you in our next episode here in our Barbieverse. Bye-bye!